Hi everybody, today I'm going to do an example of a full ANOVA hypothesis test in Minitab. Our example says a researcher wants to know if the type of cardio equipment used by a person at a gym is a factor in the amount of time in minutes that they use cardio machines. The table below shows the data that was collected from a survey. We have columns for elliptical, treadmill, and bike. We're going to assume that all distributions are normal, the three population standard deviations are the same, and the data was collected independently and randomly. We're also going to use a significance level of alpha equals 0.01. When we do an ANOVA test, our null hypothesis is always the same. mu1 is equal to mu2 is equal to mu3. We're assuming that the means are the same. Our alternative hypothesis that we can say is HA or H1 is that at least two of the means differ from each other. We don't write that out as mu1 is not equal to mu2 or mu1 is not equal to mu3. We just leave it as a sentence. We don't have to write an equation. So the first question is, what type of study should we be doing? And the answer is we should be doing an ANOVA. Now we want to find the test statistic, and we want to give our answer to 3 decimal places. This is where Minitab is going to help us. I'm going to copy all of the data, and I'm going to paste it into Minitab. Next, I'll hit Stat, ANOVA, one way. Then we want to click that response data are in separate columns for each factor level. When I click in responses, I can select my 3 columns. On the options, we'll put in our confidence level as 90 because alpha was 0.1. We do 1 minus 0.1 is 0.90, and the type of confidence interval will be an upper bound. Minitab returns a lot of information. So we have our factor information, we have the analysis of variance, our model summary, and our means. What we're looking for is here in the analysis of variance. We want to start with our F value of 3.52. Remember, we were asked for 3 decimal places. So I'm going to go to my table options and just change it to a custom 3 decimal places. Now I have an F value of 3.516. So let's enter that in, 3.516. Next, it asks for the p-value. Notice it changes the number of decimal places to 4. So back in Minitab, let's change our custom to 4. Now we have 0.0492. That will enter in as our p-value, 0.0492. Next, we're asked to compare the p-value to alpha. Our p-value is 0.0492. Our alpha is 0.1. P is less than alpha. Based on this, we should reject the null hypothesis. Our conclusion is there is sufficient evidence to support the claim that the type of equipment is a factor in the amount of time people spend on cardio machines.